This is The Wheel Weaves Watches, a spoiler-free breakdown podcast of The Wheel of Time on Amazon Prime. I'm your host, Dani, and I'm joined by my co-host, Brett, and we're here to bring you an in-depth look into The Wheel of Time show on Amazon Prime. We'll share reactions, episode breakdowns, and relevant background information without spoiling future content from the book series. So grab a drink, and let's get watching.
Okay, and we're back. Finally, this is the first time we had to wait an entire week.
Yes, we did.
For the next episode. Because
Yes,
last time we got a whole bunch, and now it's like just rationing it out. Oh my goodness.
I know. And here's the thing. It actually came out last night.
Yep, it did.
And we couldn't watch it.
No, it's the whole time zone thing, and it just throws it off.
So we were busy.
Yeah.
We planned for Friday nights.
That's what they said.
And that's what we're going to do.
Yep.
That's what we have.
Okay.
I have a commitment on Thursday nights, which I skipped
You
last
did the first
week.
time, but
it
was so
I
exciting.
can't do that every week.
Not for the entirety of it. So yeah.
No, I'm excited though. I'm so excited.
Yeah, the Dragon Reborn. That's what this episode's titled, and I can't wait to actually watch this.
Yes, and so now book fans are going to understand the theme of this meal, I hope.
Okay, yeah,
So,
you got something going on here.
I got something going on. We got the episode title called The Dragon Reborn.
Uh-huh.
And I have gone to a coastal town, a coastal city.
Sure.
To make some fish stew.
I love it. It looks delicious.
It's more like a fish soup with ginger and lemon because I made it like...
Made it good for
I
this
made
day
it
and
good
age.
for us to eat.
Yeah.
I made it very tasty. I'm very excited to eat it.
Yeah.
And I baked.
Yeah.
I didn't buy the bread today.
And it's got the symbol that is on our podcast logo. So like very exciting.
It's barely that.
It's
I am
basically
not skilled
identical.
in like doing the scoring.
The camera
on the
just
bread.
makes it look like it's not perfect, but it's awesome.
I tried.
Yeah.
You can tell.
It's better than I could do. Absolutely.
I tried to take, even the picture doesn't look anything like it. So
No,
I'm
it's
not
close.
even gonna.
Okay, can we do this? Can we get into
we can.
this episode? Okay.
Sure.
I've
And
waited
you're
long
hungry
enough.
and we're excited and.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay.
Here we go. Are you so excited?
I can barely even like contain myself.
The first thing you said when it finished was, "It's so early. We have time to watch it again."
We gotta watch it again. It's like, so yeah, we can absolutely do that. No, that was an incredible, like, wow. They stepped it up from the first three, like give me a little bit of backstory to where we are now, and then just like blow me out of the water with what you're giving me. This is crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. Okay. Quick though.
There's so much to talk. I don't even know.
I know there's so much
where
to talk
start.
about. But before we get into that,
Okay.
I wanted to say something to you since I got home from work, but I put it off because I was like, I'm going to wait till right now.
All right.
So I've been talking about this show a little bit with some of my colleagues.
Okay.
And
all right.
Some of them, Game of Thrones fans.
Yeah,
It's sort of like, it's just sort of come up a little bit.
Just like by coincidental,
Yeah.
like, no big
and I mean,
deal.
like, not really coincidental because I have the whole scene, the geographic location.
Sure.
The Tarvalin.
Yeah.
From the
screenshot.
From the trailer.
Yep.
I have that as my desktop.
Okay.
And then I also have like a smart board in my classroom. And sometimes when I don't have anything up, it's a reflection of my computer.
Okay.
And people walk into my room and go, "Is that a real place? Like, where is that?"
Well,
and
yes, it is a real place.
And then I have to say, it's from a show. And then they see the Amazon Prime logo in the corner.
And then I pull out my pamphlets and I say, "May I talk to you about the
Wheel of Time?"
The Wheel of Time. Why don't you? Okay.
So, here's what I
Here we
actually
go.
want to talk to you about. So,
Okay.
people all week have been saying, "Hey, did that show come out? Did you watch it? What'd you think?" And so here we go. One person today came to me and said, "Hey, I watched that show."
Okay.
And I went, "Oh." And he said, "I watched the first episode with my wife."
Okay.
And I said, "Cool." And he said, "Little bit of a slow start."
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
And then it picked up.
Yeah.
And we'll watch the second episode.
Okay.
And so I said, now, bottom line, how confusing was it for somebody who hasn't read the books? And he goes,
like you got no
And
background.
he was like, honestly, I'm very confused.
Okay.
He's like, honestly, I don't really know what's going on. And it was very slow.
Okay.
So it's interesting because I know a lot of book fans are like, they got out of, Two Rivers too quickly.
Okay.
And they should have dragged that out longer.
Need I remind you how long we spent in the Two Rivers in the book?
Like 7 chapters.
It was 10 chapters. Chapter 10 was leave taking.
Oh, was it? I thought it was chapter 8.
Yeah, it was like right, and we're gone. It's like we're gone.
Yeah, I know. And so I went, oh, that's an interesting take that it was like too slow for you.
Yeah.
So there you are.
Let's get to it. I have heard too.
I'd love to know if you haven't read the books, or if you have, what are your takes on the first couple episodes? We'll get into this one, but
yeah, for
it's
sure.
Just, it's been a full week.
Yes.
Here we are, episode 4, The Dragon Reborn.
That's where we're at. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
where we are.
I've heard that Amazon has a great conversion ratio right now from people who are watching the first episode to people who are continuing forward. So positive news.
We know a little bit about that.
Just a smidgen. So there we go. Okay.
Cool.
Diving in. Oh, we can't dive into the episode yet.
Why?
Because you made food tonight.
Oh, you want to talk about my food?
It was really delicious. It was great. No.
The wine was good.
The wine was fantastic.
How was the brandy?
It's pretty much gone from last week. I didn't
the
expect
brandy
it to last. It's got, we just got a little bit left. But the fish stew / soup, that was I loved it.
Yeah.
And probably a lot better than what you're getting in the Wheel of Time universe.
Oh, maybe.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
Unless some of the good cooks, if you're at the palace or something.
I'm going to go ahead and just say quality of food today, maybe a little bit higher.
Maybe.
Plus homemade bread.
But ranked against the other foods we've eaten.
Ooh, okay. I would say coming in at number 2.
Oh.
Number 2. Only beating losing to the bread, meat, and cheese.
The bread, meat, and cheese.
You can't, it's just that's quintessential.
It's so good.
My childhood growing up. Reading
what
these books.
It should be. That's what it should be. That's what
I know.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's above the lamb stew.
Yeah. It was lighter. The lamb stew was a heavier dish.
It was heavy, and I ate of that loaf of bread. That helps.
Now we got to dive into The Dragon Reborn.
Yes,
what an episode.
Yeah,
okay.
we do.
So I think it's only natural, since it's titled The Dragon Reborn, to talk about in quotations, I'm going to say The Dragon Reborn because...
Well, the concept of The Dragon Reborn, that's really what we got introduced to here.
I hope...
What does it mean?
I hope that people who were maybe a little bit confused on what that means now know, because we got tons of backstory and relevant information, and we're not going to dive into everything now, but we will be doing a deep dive into this stuff.
And I honestly can't wait, because I was like, do we have time? Can we watch it again? Can I take some notes before we do this? Because I like to be prepared.
Absolutely.
But no, you guys want to hear.
This is just we just watched it 5 minutes ago, and now we're doing this. So
here we are. Okay, let's get into it.
Okay, so Logain's entrance and the whole male channeling, we got a really cool look at Gildan and how he took that place over.
Castle, whole thing.
And convinced the king to come onto his side.
I have to tell you, I didn't get right away that was the king.
There was a line that the guard was oh, protect the king, and he's come with me, guys.
I didn't get that. And the way he was dressed, it was he was
It wasn't
a
as kingly as you would think, but it's
okay.
Unless I'm totally mistaken and that wasn't the king.
No, we get later in the episode that it's the king.
Yeah, he was on their side. So that was the guy. But anyways, so I want to talk about how the weaves for Logain were shown, which was so cool.
Yeah, so they start white.
Yep.
And then turn black.
Yeah, which is a very artistic depiction of what we understand. The corruption that the Dark One put on it. The one power.
The male half of the power.
Well, it's the one power, and it's the males who are affected.
And when males touch it,
exactly.
It's corrupted. And they go crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we want to talk about the craziness
that was
depiction?
I am totally in love with that depiction. That was fantastic. I thought that they started off as a whisper in the back of the head. Yeah. And again, we kind of got a little bit of something
in the first episode.
But that was an actual person who he was hallucinating.
That's what he thought, right?
That's what he thought.
Yeah.
But from this side of things, we got starting with a whisper and then, into a full shadow face guy.
Shadow face people.
Yeah.
Telling them to kill the person.
Yeah.
And then he didn't. He cannot listen. If he wants... I'm going to rephrase that. Okay. If he wants, he doesn't have to listen. It's the people in his head are there and he's kind of crazy, but he's not at the point yet.
He's not directly compelled to do exactly what the
they
voice
say.
in his head says.
He still acts on his own volition. It seems like.
Yeah.
Because he's hey, a good way to get followers? Don't kill everyone.
Don't kill them. Heal them and be hey, I'm the real guy.
And look what happened.
It worked.
Tried to... Nope, didn't work.
Oh, it did work.
getting followers worked.
Yeah, that worked.
The army coming to rescue him.
That didn't work.
It didn't
they tried to make that happen.
It didn't work.
Didn't happen. Okay, last thing I want to talk about Logain, because we got a whole bunch of stuff here that we got to talk about.
Yeah.
Only want to focus a little bit on this guy, because how powerful is he? Wow.
So powerful.
Cool. We got depictions of shields that the Aes Sedai were putting over him to stop him from being able to channel.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing. And the comparison of how strong he is compared to other people.
Right, because Lan was like, okay, you felt how strong he is to Moiraine.
Sure.
Says, you felt how strong he is, now
where is
against
he to
Egwene.
Egwene?
And she was like, I don't think so.
Don't know
for sure.
But also, Logain is a lot above the women Aes Sedai here. Most of them, there's only a few who can even match him, and they have to work in teams.
Right. And then we also do get, though, that Egwene, who's still sort of like just figuring things out.
Yeah.
Like, how can Moiraine in the show really sense how strong Egwene is?
There we go.
Oh
okay.
my goodness, words. I'm too excited.
Yeah.
How can she really sense the power level?
Yeah.
At this point, we don't really know yet.
Like that. Feel it out. Feel it out. Feel it out. That's how we feel it out. Anyways, okay. So a lot of comparisons. We got like regular Aes Sedai, then we got like a couple of the Aes Sedai, then we got like Logain, and then possibly Egwene. We don't know. And then we get that really cool comparison at the very end of the episode where Moiraine is saying, hey, Logain, you are like tiny.
A pin drop compared to
what the Dragon Reborn's going to
be.
be. And then we get Nynaeve, who just like heals everybody and then like beats Logain back.
It's more intense than that. That was my favorite scene I've ever seen.
That was incredible.
That was my favorite thing that's happened in this show so far.
I'm pretty sure my jaw was just like hanging down.
It was fantastic. And the reveal that Nynaeve can channel is so impactful and so significant. I just love this character, which is remarkable considering when we started the books, Nynaeve is my least favorite character.
Which is funny because I always told you I love Nynaeve because she reminds me so much of you. So maybe there's that thing going on too.
I got a little introspective and I'm like, okay, got it.
I want to get into the character journeys because we got to talk about people other than Logain because we got some stuff going on. So I want to start off with...
No. Before we move on from this crew, we have to talk about the Nynaeve-Lan relationship and Warder Aes Sedai bond.
The blossoming relationship that may
Oh my god, there's so much happened in this episode. I can't believe it. Okay.
So I hope everyone picked up on the fact that it's definitely probable that Aes Sedai get busy with their warders. And we're cool with that.
Yeah. Well, and even on the Amazon Prime website where you get the bonus information, specifically about Alana, it says that she shares the sheets with her multiple warders.
Yeah.
That is just canon.
We're here for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's very well depicted.
And that's said in front of Nynaeve, and then it sort of like lets Nynaeve know that, should I be worried about Lan and Moiraine when she's clearly crushing on Lan?
Oh yeah, it's like if you didn't pick that up this episode, like, oh my god, okay, we're watching a different show, but there was some serious heat. There's like the relationship building, maybe the mutual dislike for Leandrin. I don't know.
I don't like how Leandrin came sneaking in to try to talk to Nynaeve. And by the time Lan got there, it seemed like they were like, Leandrin was sitting down, they were having a chat.
Fair, but
talking about Moiraine.
What's the first thing that Nynaeve said as soon as she leaves to Lan?
I hate her. She's a
snake.
She's a snake.
Right?
But all Aes Sedai are snakes to Nynaeve. So.
That's true. That's fair.
And then boom, she can channel.
Oh yeah. Maybe Leandrin could tell how strong she is and she's like, I gotta be friends with her.
Yeah. And then lastly, Lan is definitely also feeling Nynaeve.
I can see that. Yeah, there's definitely like a little flirtation going on, so I am digging it. It's really nice.
All right. I got that off my chest.
Yeah, no,
now we can move on.
Can we? Did we cover everything we need to?
No, not even half. But there's so much else.
Okay. Oh man, I'm just thinking.
Can we talk about Man Rand and Tom? Because that's the next thing I'm going to talk about.
I want to end on a high note.
Oh.
So let's talk about Perrin and Egwene and the moderately boring side of this.
Kind of boring sideline.
Okay,
but you personally can't stand.
I have a personal dislike for the Tinkers.
I know you don't like the traveling people.
I have a personal dislike for the Tinkers.
You don't agree with their way of life.
I disagree with their way of life. And if you didn't pick it up, they live by what is called the way of the leaf, which is basically pacifism to a severe extent.
And if you didn't pick it up, you just didn't watch that part of the episode. Because that's all this part of the episode was them talking about what this means. Yeah,
pacifism, don't do violence, don't ever do violence. Even if you're going to get murdered or your children or your daughter are going to get murdered, don't do any violence at all.
You
just got to let it happen. And I take a pretty hard stance on that, especially when we talk about it in the books too, because that philosophy is definitely something that goes through both. Mm-hmm. But Perrin and Egwene, I did like the connection between Egwene and Aram because we got a little bit of flirtation there going too.
Sort of, but he picks up on that there's someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, but is there someone else?
Well, Egwene doesn't say no, there's not someone else. So
she doesn't, but it's like
there is.
Are we really
There's still someone else.
That's Rand? Is that Rand?
Yeah, it's Rand.
Oh, okay,
Who else would it be?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like, are we really going to pretend that we're going to live
Rand.
this childhood dream of?
We're trying. We're trying it. Okay. They're trying. Okay?
Yeah.
They're trying. And then we have Perrin, who's just got his inner turmoil.
Yes.
And that
Isla was like shooting darts at him here.
Yeah. I'm like, Perrin, don't do it.
She's like, you had an axe. Did you feel good about using that axe? Did something go bad with that axe the last time you used it? How did you feel about that axe, Perrin?
Shoot.
He didn't care for that.
No, he didn't like that.
Definitely some emotions going on for him.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. But it looks like they have a fun party time.
That was good. I'm digging the Tinker's colors and the music and the vibe of them. I do love it.
Yeah.
No wolves. I kind of expected wolves to like maybe come around the campfires.
Kind of be around.
Just be like here, hanging out.
You expected that, really?
I did expect wolves to show up.
I thought wolves might be on the periphery. I thought that we would see the wolves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At some point.
I'm not saying like come in by the campfires.
You literally just said I expected the wolves to be in and around the campfire.
Don't believe everything I say.
Oh my god.
Where the wolves go? Where are they?
Not here. Yeah, they weren't here.
Yeah.
They didn't get a credit this episode.
Not at all. No wolves were used in the making of this episode.
No, and then that's
why I said I want to end on a high note because like the Perrin and Egwene thing was like
now
good.
Matt and Rand and Tom.
I'm gonna have to finish this brandy first because
there's so much. There's so much to unpack here. So we get to the Grinwell farm.
They left together too, yeah. So that was where
they
we
all
left
them. Together. Oh,
a little bit of distrust.
Matt's horse isn't happy with the fact that he has a cursed dagger with him.
Yeah, so we have we haven't really highlighted this, but Matt took that nice shiny ruby dagger from Shadow Logoth.
Yes, he did. From the scary Shadow City
that he was told not to take anything from.
Touch anything.
Where we saw the crazy shadows and that maybe one shadow that was like, yeesh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He took it.
Yes, he did.
He's kind of been like fondling it a little bit.
Yeah, he's like always reaching for it. That's like, and we get that in the show.
And Tom noticed.
Tom notices, but only because he has experience with something similar, but it's not. It's like, star-crossed lovers. It's like, just
close,
missed it. Just missed
it.
But maybe. So, yeah. But like maybe. If you don't know what's going on, we're watching the show, we're taking Tom's word for it.
We don't know about,
We don't know, actually, because we know he's got the dagger, but then does that mean he's also channeling?
Well, we can see a notable decline of Matt's character.
Physically, his physical health, he's like throwing up, and then he had some shadow coming out his nose.
And then it like got sucked back into him.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that, like it went back in.
I did, it was gross.
Yeah, I love it.
But then also, we do have Logain channeling in like black, and then we have like black. So like, if we do want to make the connection between Matt and
what's happening, yeah,
it's there sort of. If we want to think that Matt's channeling compared to Matt having a like shadow dagger,
and that's the thing is like Tom does see it because he sees similarities because of Owen, and then
I just love Rand.
Oh,
hey buddy,
wait, do the rollover. Hey Matt, I'm here for you, man. I just want you to know.
That made me laugh out loud. That was so funny.
If Matt wasn't cursed before, he's cursed now because of what happened there. That was so
funny.
But I think that's like totally in Rand's character.
I know, he's so awkward.
It's fantastic. It's like a perfect portrayal of like a buddy who's never really been there before for his buddy.
Just so you know,
trying to be there
you can
for
talk
his buddy.
to me.
Yeah. You're like, hey man, that's not the relationship that we probably
No.
have.
Also,
at least not yet.
Also, dream sequence.
Dream sequence.
Did you forget that happened?
No, I didn't, unfortunately. We had Perrin hacking away.
And just like not stopping.
Yep. Cool.
We had Matt just sort of wandering around in the background.
Which was like identical how we found Matt. Oh, I love that scene.
Yeah. Then we have Egwene.
Yep.
Being
taken by Fire Eyes Man.
Fire Eyes Man.
Yeah. Who needs some skincare regimen. I don't know what's happening there, but like,
yikes,
I love it.
Yikes. That was scary. That's like the shock scare that I don't love. I don't like that about.
It's been a build up over the last couple of episodes.
I get it. But like the scary demon flash, the jump scare.
I'm in love with it.
I hate that. I am not a horror, scary movie person. And that stuff, like, you can get that message across to me without a jump scare.
Okay.
Like, if we're going for things that I don't like.
You don't like jump scares.
I don't like jump scares.
Okay. Let's talk about the most controversial scene in the entire episode of how we think things went down. Because we met a very nice farm family, right? Husband and wife and little daughter and all that good stuff, and gave them some bread and a place to sleep.
The Grinwells, they weren't mentioned. I believe there was probably a scene where we get introduced to them a little more that was probably deleted. Because in the IMDb, these characters are cast as the Grinwells.
Family.
They all have a name. Mrs. Grinwell, Mr. Grinwell. The little girl's Helga Grinwell.
And they ain't grinning too well now.
No.
Too soon?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was surprising they're all just dead.
That was crazy. And I need to know what you think is, we saw Matt, because obviously Tom like woke up Rand and all that stuff because nightmare, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, where's Matt? And then they go into the house and they see Matt standing there faced away from us, which I was like, oh my god, okay, you're gonna give me a friggin' heart attack.
Kill everyone?
Did Matt just kill everybody? And then he does the really creepy pointing dagger thing, which was phenomenal.
Which is like, in case you missed it last episode, when he was flashing his dagger at Tom, right?
Yes, yeah.
We didn't get a full close-up on it to see for sure if that's
Sorry, could you say that again?
No, Siri.
No, Siri.
No, Siri.
No, we
thanks.
can't say it again.
Okay, yeah.
See, she just wants to know.
She wants to be a part of this.
So he's pointing the dagger, and if you missed it, that's the dagger from Shadow Logoth.
That's the one.
If you were unsure about whether or not he took it.
He did, and it's here, and he does a way creepier version of it this time. And then he's like, hey, I can see you. Fade hiding behind the
shadows. In the shadows.
Yeah,
the Fade is literally hiding in the shadows. And interesting point, here's my hot take, my Watt take of the episode.
Awesome.
Matt can see in the shadows. Because now he has this shadowy from
curse. Shadow Logoth
curse.
Shadow curse.
And so he can see in the shadows, whereas we couldn't see the Fade who's in the shadows.
But now he can see it. So, okay, who killed the Grinwells? Was it Matt or was it the Fade? Because it was a little bit unclear who did the killing.
I have to say it was the Fade.
You just say that because you don't want it to be Matt.
I just can't. I can't live in a world where Matt did that.
Okay.
Because he even seems confused, like he didn't know what happened.
Okay.
That's the only thing I have for that.
You know what? I'll take the opposite stance, and I'm going to say Matt killed him.
I don't like it.
One of us there might be a third option, which we don't know of yet, but
no,
we
there's
split
not.
the difference,
there's
and we're
not.
for sure probably going to be.
I think it's the Fade.
It was Tom. He woke up
I think
first.
it was the Fade trying to find Matt and Rand. Because it was Dana who called the Fade.
Yep. Okay,
and the
that
Fade
makes sense.
Clearly followed them, looking for them.
Went in the house, naturally. Probably.
And then went looking for them and murdered everybody. And then Matt was there to ask for a cup of milk.
And the saddest thing is we have the little Brigida doll.
Oh, yeah.
In the dirt as they ride away.
Bye, Brigida.
Bye, Brigida and Grinwell family. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. That was very surprising.
I was shocked. You got me.
That was it.
You got me, Amazon. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
But there were so many hidden little Easter eggs in that episode for fans. Tons.
The mispronunciation of
Nynaeve's name.
What is it? Nynaeve.
Yeah, because that's one of the funniest things.
So funny.
Especially for readers of the books. There's so many names and there's so many
and
ways to think pronounced.
Funny.
They're spelled funny, they're pronounced funny, they're not pronounced the way you think they are. And then if you only ever read the books and never talk about them out loud, you don't have like a verbal way to say them.
Yeah.
So there's so many different pronunciations and it's like great little head nods, tons of Easter eggs, fantastic. So
Yes. Oh my god.
Okay.
So
cliffhangers, where we left. Like, what are we left with?
Well, we left because Matt and Rand were riding away, and Tom stayed behind to fight the Fade.
Hey, I'm going to say this, and I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Tom is pretty spry for an old guy.
He is spry for an old guy.
Yes, he is.
And my personal stance on anything, books, movies, shows, if you don't see them die...
Sure.
Not dead.
Okay.
You know who is dead? Karina. What's her name?
Karini? Yeah.
Dead. We
Yeah,
saw
she
her
died.
die. She's dead. The warder felt her dead. She's dead.
Yep. Totally. Okay.
Tom?
Not dead. Fighting a Fade.
Didn't see... almost certain death.
He didn't do a bad job. He didn't do a bad job.
Didn't see it.
So not dead.
Not dead yet.
Okay. Little girl, the farmers, all dead.
Dead.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Unfortunate. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's where we left. They're riding off. Tom's left behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, we leave off with Moraine being astounded by Nynaeve's power.
I, too, am astounded by Nynaeve. I thought that was a spectacular display of how powerful Nynaeve is.
I need to go watch that scene again because it all happened so fast.
Everyone was dying.
I didn't even
Lan
know.
was like bleeding out, choking to death. And we're like, oh my god, is Lan going to die? Kill off all her main characters?
And then Nynaeve, in case you missed what actually happened in that scene, Nynaeve healed everybody.
Everyone.
Power healed the room. Except for Karina because she was already dead.
You can't. I guess you can't heal death.
Can't heal death.
Shoot. Okay.
Yeah. And
Not
Logain
yet.
took advantage of the little gossiping sisters. I don't even know. They were distracted by something.
Yeah.
Busted out.
Yeah.
And then, because now he's attacked, they can gentle him.
Yes, which they did. They basically ripped that ability
definitely got what she wanted because that is against rules we got.
This specific rule, apparently we got rumors that the Reds have been doing this across the country, and from Tom's story corroborating with that, sounds like that's absolutely true. And Leandrin got everybody on this right side to be like, let's just gentle him right now.
Kind of, only because of what had happened. But Leandrin's whole... if he broke free. So here's my speculation.
Ooh.
Leandrin wasn't only distracted.
She was maybe easing
I think
off.
that maybe she let her guard down.
Just a little bit.
Literally.
That's a risky play.
Yeah.
But
yes,
it worked out.
I'm sure that's what happened.
Okay.
That's my take on
I love that. Is that going to come to light at all? As a big scandal? That sounds scandalous.
Well, I
know.
mean, Leandrin is scandal embodied in a character.
Wrapped up, right?
That's what she seems like. She
Okay.
seems like even just going to talk to Nynaeve. Like, it just seems so scandalous. Like, everything she's doing.
Yeah. So I think favorite thing of this episode for me was amongst all of the favorite things, Nynaeve is doing things.
Oh.
Crazy.
And
then...
how did you find the battle scene? We didn't talk about that at all.
Battle scene, I liked it. It was a little bit frantic and a little bit
but, I have to tell you, that's exactly how Robert Jordan writes.
Yes.
It's frantic because
that's what
the battle scenes in the book are like, when you don't quite know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because I have to believe that Robert Jordan, who had war experience...
Yeah, he was in the tours of the Vietnam War. He knows what war is like, and it's probably frantic.
Right.
And he's a very good writer of battle scenes and what war is really
Some
like.
of the special effects are not hitting good for me.
Okay, that's fair. I get it. It's TV.
It's kind of a little cheesy.
You think it's cheesy? Okay.
I love everything, and then it's some of the slow motion then fast, and slow motion then fast. I'm like, okay.
I'm just sucked right into it.
I know, you love that shit. You love that shit.
Give me the slow-mo. Give me the explosions. Give me I'm dying.
I know.
It's fantastic.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah. Give me the land bleeding out at the neck here.
Oh my god.
I thought they
know.
Okay, I can't.
That was good though. That was different.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we covered everything.
Oh my
and
God.
we got
No,
a
we
pour
did
one out for
not.
Logain, who is now a gentled man.
Gentled man.
Gentled means cut off from the one power, and then after, as we got in the description,
Wants to kill himself.
you slip away.
Yeah.
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 Which
Also pouring out for Owen.
yeah, absolutely. He's also gruesome. Okay. Yep. Because once you've had the one power,
Yeah. Shot for shot, basically in the book of the Owen and Tom situation. So that was nice to hear that,
Yeah.
Tom's nephew Owen has the same fate in the books as he does in
if not
the
described
show.
exactly the way he goes
No,
out,
it
but it's
doesn't
like-
get described like that in the book.
It's not like-
But it's like exactly the same scenario. So we got that shot for shot. I like that.
Very, very good. No,
Yeah.
I definitely loved it. So, okay. I can't believe that we're already halfway through season 1. That's the problem with releasing 3 episodes at once, but that's the problem with having 8 episodes. Give me 30 episodes for a season. Like, what I'm not even asking for a lot here.
I know. And now we have to wait a whole nother week.
I know, I can't believe it.
Let's watch this one again.
We will.
Okay, what's the next one called, though? What's episode 5 called?
Episode 5 is called Blood Calls Blood. And if you've read the books, you know what this might mean. Might, because like I have no idea really where we're going with this.
Because the chapter called The Dragon Reborn is not just like a chapter that describes what the Dragon Reborn is.
No, I get that, but
So-
it's like, okay, but I can tell you that things are going to go down in this next episode.
Maybe. Oh, you know what?
There's only 4 episodes left. It has to.
Definitely things are going to go down in every episode.
Absolutely. We ain't getting any slow episodes in season 1.
No.
No way. Okay.
We can't wait. What was your favorite moment? Remember to like and subscribe. We value that so much, and subscribing really does help us because it helps other people find us.
Yes.
And that's super helpful. So comment and let us know your favorite parts, your least favorite parts. What did you like about all this? And
Yeah. We'll
That's
see you
it.
next time, I guess.
yeah, as we say around here, it's part of the pattern now.
Yeah, it's part of the pattern.